Hey guys, so I just wanted to come and do a quick video. I just wanted to address some things because some of you guys seen some things on my Snapchat and on my Facebook, and it's just kind of, I'm not gonna say it's out of character because I think what we do is in character for us. It's just may not be the right thing to do at the time, and it may just not be the right thing to do, period. But just a quick rundown of the situation, what happened on Snapchat and Facebook. Just saying, I don't know, just on my side, just explaining a little bit more because people were like, what's that, what's going on? And I was, basically I had did some photography work for somebody in the past, and I just felt like they had reached out to me to do more photography work for them, and I couldn't at that time because I was going through a lot of things emotionally, financially, and it wasn't even the finances part because it was just that you guys know I battle with depression and anxiety, and it was just something that I wasn't there mentally. I wasn't there doing photography. I have not done a lot of photography work. I think I've done like 2 sessions since I've been going through some things, because sometimes I just don't feel like it. Sometimes I'm tired, sometimes I'm in pain because of my back, so I just haven't been doing a lot. I just haven't been feeling creative. So when I get in those funks, I don't do work. So at the time she was messaging me, honestly I really wasn't feeling like doing any work at that time, and I probably should have just said that from the gate, like, hey, you might want to find somebody else, I'm just not there. But what ended up happening was I was making sacrifices. So I was switching phone companies actually, so I ended up letting the one phone that I was using for business get turned off. So I was using my other phone, which y'all know it acts retarded. I can't read my Facebook messages. That's why I don't respond back on Facebook unless I'm on my computer, which I'm not on my computer a lot. And we just kind of lost contact. So when I finally did get back on the social media kick and was looking, I just seen some posts that I felt were very shady at that time. This person ended up referring somebody else to this photographer that they use, which I was fine with that. The girl's, she's coming up, like, that's what's up. Like, I support other people. But I just felt like in the mix of all of that, there was some shady things that were said. At least I felt that way. So I was in my feelings, and instead of going to this person addressing it, I decided to voice my opinion, my feelings about the situation on Snapchat. I wish I recorded the video so you guys could see what I had said, but in a nutshell, I was just like, there's no reason for the shady post, because I feel like if anyone's going to be shady, it should have been me, because I did an event for her, and at that time we had agreed on a price, and when I got paid, I wasn't paid the price that we agreed upon. I never said anything because you guys know I don't like confrontation. I just let it go. And then the other person that was referred, who I felt was like being kind of shady in a sense, which maybe she wasn't. Maybe I was just hardcore in my feelings, which is a possibility, and I own up to that. Your girl's emotional. It happens. I just felt like I did shoots for this person, and this is a different person. I did shoots for this person, and they never paid me for the sessions, yet they're saying shady things as if I'm like this unprofessional person, yet you haven't paid me. So part of me not working with certain people is because I just didn't want to have to deal with that. I hate having to ask for my money. I hate having to go back and rectify a situation when it shouldn't have been involved. That's why now I do contracts. Even with free work, I do contracts. Do contracts. If you're in business, do contracts. Well, anyway, the person took offense to it, and I guess they were messaging me on Facebook, which I don't get my Facebook messages but so often. Like I said, I just don't, even now with I just don't check them because I don't have time. Like, I don't have time. I'm doing too much. I'm working too much. So I guess they thought that I was trying to like avoid them. So when I start seeing more shady posts by this person's family members, and I'm just like, what the heck? So when I did glance through it, I didn't even open the messages. I seen the tagline. I was like, oh my god, this feels like beef. I don't feel like doing that. I said, don't inbox me or text me because I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just saying how I feel. Well, they took offense to it. So then there was postings on my wall. So then I'm just like, the petty part of me kicked in and was like, okay, let's do this finally. Let's just get this over with. It escalated from 0 to 1,000 for no reason. Her sister started coming at me, like, wanted to fight. They started talking about me as a mother, said, I was broke, all this stuff. Like, I mean, they went in. You would have thought I actually did something crazy to this person, when in all actuality, I wasn't originally at fault, but I do fault myself. Instead of going straight to this person, inboxing them or something, or just saying how I felt about the posts that were being made, I did a public Snapchat, which that obviously was the wrong thing to do about my feelings, although I don't feel that I said anything wrong, honestly. So it's like I really don't feel I should I apologize for the route that it took to go there, but I don't apologize for saying how I felt, because I felt slighted because there were shady posts put up. So this person was just like, I got screenshots. I'm like, I don't even know what you got screenshots of, because I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, if you're saying, yes, you did pay me, but you didn't pay me what we agreed upon. So that was my issue with that person. And that's why I haven't worked with that person again. But they took hardcore offense, and her sisters just started attacking me, just saying all this. I mean, just going all off, like saying I'm a bad mother. And my thing is, once my son is mentioned, and any for her sister talked about me in regards to my son, like, I don't care if you mention my son just in passing. He had nothing to do with it. The fact that you even felt to go to the level of calling me broke, saying I'm a trash photographer, just saying all this stuff, which didn't affect me, because I'm just like, clearly I'm not trash. If your family members came to me, I didn't come to them, they came to me asking to do work. Like, that's just stuff that people say when they just need something to say. They call you fat, they call you broke, they call you ugly. I know, look, I'm black, I grew up with it, I've always been big, I grew up with it. That doesn't faze me. But the moment that my son was mentioned, it just took it to a different level, and I was just like, enough is enough. You don't mention children in no form, shape, or nothing. And to come out your mouth and say that I'm a bad mother when you're not even a mother, and in what way am I a bad mother? Because I'm engaging in your nonsense? That doesn't make me a bad mother. That makes me a human, where I'm not going to keep taking your ish, like, you know what I mean? And then it went to a whole different level. She's almost getting her family members. I was like, I just stopped watching, because I sent them a video on Snapchat. I had a filter and everything. I thought it was just going to be this petty thing, like, you know, we're going to get through this, whatever. It went to a new level when they did that, and I was just like, but it made me check myself, because I put myself in a position by engaging with it when I should have just continued to ignore the messages. So I just wanted to apologize to the people that follow me and saw that, you know, it's not that it was out of character. It was coming from a place where I just was more acting off of the emotional side than common sense side, and seeing the nature of the beast that I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? So it just got to another place where basically I was just like, look, it's the end of it. I have nothing to say to any of you. You can talk about me till the cows come home, but the moment you mention my son, all bets is off. You don't come against my son in no form or manner. You don't speak. You don't even say son, Ashley's son, you, mother's son. You don't say anything on that manner. And when I addressed that, then it was like, I'm delusional, I'm lying, I never talked about your son. But you did. You talked about my son, you talked about my mother's skills, you talked about everything. You called me a trash photographer. You said no one told me to quit my job. First off, I'm like, they just started saying all kinds of things that made no sense. It's like, you're counting my pockets and you have no idea what's going on. You know what I share, but obviously no one can share every tidbit about their life. But it was like, it's crazy, because it's like, you're actually following me in my life, yet now you're trying to talk about it. It was very weird. It was very, very weird. And the one was going off saying, oh, I should have stayed at, I was at this place called Delta Dental. They were like, oh, you should have stayed there. You wouldn't be struggling. I'm like, if your only claim to fame is a customer service rep at a call center, I don't care how much money you make. If that's your only claim to fame, to saying that you have a good life, that's sad. The fact that I took a different avenue to follow my dreams and to be a person that follows their heart for their son, and that's not why I quit. Because common sense says, like, why would I quit a job if it was about money? You know what I mean? It was just so retarded. I'm like, and then you started as a temp. Like, you weren't even hired by the company officially. Like, it was just so much that I could have said, but I was just like, why? Because you sound foolish right now. Like, you're attacking me and trying to make me feel some type of way when I don't give a crap about you, and you don't even know the situation. You don't know that I was underpaid. You don't know anything about what happened. You don't even know for real what I'm talking about. You slipped a shoe on and you wore it, and now because that's your sister, you're trying to come at me. Me and the actual person I had an issue with ended up having a more mature conversation, and I just basically told her, at the end of the day, I'm done with it. I'm done. We're not friends. We're not. We just happen to go to the same place of worship. That's how we met, through other people. So it's not really like it's a big deal at the end of the day, but it's like they wanted it to be drama, and it became drama. And I fought myself for not just initially addressing the person like, hey, I feel as if what you're saying is a little bit shady towards me, like, can you clear this up? But I know that even if I had done that, I'm pretty sure it would have turned into something, just because I addressed that. It wouldn't have been like, no, I wasn't, I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? So nonsense. So I apologize to those that follow me and are used to a certain type of atmosphere and motivation and positivity. I allowed myself to get sucked into something that should have never even progressed that far. I should have continued to ignore the nonsense. So forgive me for that. if you guys did see that, because some of you were reaching out like, what's that, what's going on? I didn't feel the need to screenshot and record people's videos. I feel like that it's doing too much. It's giving more voice to a retarded situation. And basically just at this point nothing can be done. It's a wrap. Like I draw the line when you mention my son in any factor. So yeah, that's why I'm coming, and I just want to apologize to you guys and do that. But yeah, so if you saw that, my apologies. And I just want to say, don't address negativity. I know I always tell you guys that all the time, and I need to eat my own words and do that. If you feel that it's going to be something, go with your gut instinct. It probably is. Social media is a playground for people to be bullies, for them to say whatever they want and with no consequence. And it just is never worth it to take it from one point to another, honestly, you guys. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Continue to live your life, especially if it doesn't affect your life. These people aren't paying your bills. They're not taking care of you. Let it go. Words suck, and words can hurt if you allow them to. But a lot of times people that are lashing out in that manner have issues with their own life, because I've never felt joy with just talking about somebody. And even encountering these people and the negative things they were saying to me, I never combated it back with calling them names or saying anything like that. I was just like, this is petty, this is stupid, and I'm basically just responding to what you're saying, you know. And I just was like, I don't understand how people can call someone weak for struggling. I tell my struggle and I share it with you guys because you guys tell me that it encourages you that are going through that things can get better, and it makes you feel that better because someone is addressing these things. And the one girl said that I was weak for struggling. I pray she never has to go through anything in life, honest to God, because it's not fun, and to do it with a child is not fun. And I would never make fun of somebody for doing what they have to do to take care of their child and going through it, you know, especially when there's no circumstance of their own. But people are weird. That's life. But I just wanted to come and address that and say my apologies for you guys having to even see that. I ended up deleting the Snapchat videos and just deleting these people and blocking them because they wouldn't stop from my social media. And I'm continuing to live my best life, like, because this is retarded. I don't got time for that. I'm trying to make things happen. Don't blow my candle out. But yeah, I need to clean up. I need to dump Eli in the tub and continue on with my day. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.